So my name is Joao Lages. I'm from Portugal. And a little bit about my background. I went to law school and I went also to international business law area. But in the end, I went completely off course. So I went to the banking industry and I worked there for more than 5 years at BNP Paribas. I worked mainly on the internal audit department, which gave me a big overview of on how it works, how the banking institution, how a big company works. I went through all the departments that you can imagine. Let's say the marketing one, the business one, internal control, risk, finance, whatever. So I could see on a global perspective how things need to work to go well, to have a good growth, let's call it. And in the last year and a half, I also advised on several blockchain projects. From the idea to the structure, and then finally to the ICO, IDO, and I also follow them in other compliance matters and structure matters. So I've been in crypto since 2017. And this is where it came out, the idea, So now talking a bit about eVirtual. eVirtual is a bridge between the traditional finance world, Web 2, and the blockchain world, Web 3. And starting to present the problem. So right now, we have in Europe an inflation of 5%. And the traditional finance world can give you what, like 0.5% per year on your money? Well, this in simple math means that you're basically losing your money by keeping it in your bank accounts. But in the meanwhile, in Web3, you have a lot of opportunities to generate passive income through stablecoins. A stablecoin, for those who are not aware, is a representation of a fiat currency on the blockchain. It can be either USD, it can be euros, it can be yens, it can be whatever you want. There are many types of stablecoins. I will not go in deep, but what I can say is that this passive income that is steady and stable can be generated on the blockchain through the stablecoins. But at the same time, you have one problem, is that the euro stablecoins are completely lagging behind. So you have 180 billion approximately of USD stablecoins emitted, and euro stablecoins, it's 0.6, almost nothing compared to the USD stablecoins. And the GDP of Europe and the United States is not that far off. So there is a big gap in here. And why is this important? Because it is curious that the Europeans are the ones that mostly go to the decentralized finance platforms. As you can see here in this graph, first are the Europeans leading the DeFi visits, and only after comes North America, which includes Canada and the United States, but only after Europe. And who is visiting from these Europeans? Who is visiting these DeFi platforms? It's mostly large institutions and the professionals and the people with a lot of money, let's say, or corporates with a lot of money and knowledge to do so. This is why the retail and the small retail are getting behind all the complexity of the blockchain, which I completely understand because it is complex. As you can see in here, the small retail represents almost nothing in the access to these DeFi platforms. So eVirtual and EURV, it's a stable coin that we emitted and which is pegged to euro, will fill these two gaps. This is a perfect representation of what we are doing. We take all the complexity and all the jargon that exists around blockchain and tech and finance and whatever, we funnel it, and the user sees a clean user interface with which he can interact very easily. So if he wants to invest, he just clicks on two buttons. If he wants to send, he just clicks on two buttons. He doesn't need to create a wallet. He doesn't need anything. We give them a neobank experience to these products, basically. As I was saying, we put everything in one place. You can create your euros on the blockchain. You have your own EVEN account, which is a true EVEN account. It's not a top-up account. So you can do your normal SEPA, SWIFT payments, and they have a debit card to use on your daily life. And at the same time, you can access the decentralized finance world, which can generate yields from 10 to 20 to 30%, depending much on the risk that you want to assume, of course. And at the same time, if you want to buy any kind of cryptocurrency, you can also do it with a click of a button. Very simply go through euros to this kind of crypto. We focus a lot on the transparency and security. So regarding the stablecoin, because we want to assure a security to the user, every euro that is on the blockchain, that is called the URV, is completely and 100% backed by euros that are in the custody of the Central Bank of Lithuania. And how will the user trust us, you may ask? Because we'll have independent audits, monthly audits, and we are even thinking about live audits where you can compare the total emitted on the blockchain and the total that is in the custody of the Bank of Lithuania. We also include a strong compliant framework, which is very important in every evolving legal framework in Europe. So we obtained a crypto license in Lithuania. We have a partnership with an electronic money institution. We have implemented the KYC and also transactions monitoring on the blockchain. Not only the fiat part, but also the blockchain transactions. We implemented a tool that gives this kind of monitoring on chain. We received a grant from 1inch, which is a big partner in the area. This is our EME partner, Verified Payments, also called Verifo, which is registered in the Bank of Lithuania. And we have some soft commitments of blockchain companies that want to onboard with us. Because with this, we also are solving another pain point for many crypto companies. If you have a crypto company, you may have this problem, opening a bank account or an EVEN account for your daily management of fiat. It's super complicated. It can take even 4 to 5 months, and we will do it in a week. We will not, because we are knowledgeable about the products, and because our partner is knowledgeable about the products, crypto products, we don't have any problems in onboarding these kind of companies. So we facilitate their entry into the traditional finance world. So now passing on to the team, it's me, the general manager, which I cover almost all aspects of the daily life of the company. Rafael is the tech lead, Nuno Fernandes as product manager, Francisco as the growth strategist, João Lages in the finance and business model lead, and André, which is my cousin, in the legal and compliance framework, which is super important for this project. In terms of roadmap, the idea came up in the Q3 of 2021. In the next quarter, in 2021, we initiated the development stage, so the app itself. We obtained the crypto license, the 1inch grant, and we also launched the first URV on the blockchain in Ethereum and Polygon. In this quarter, in 2022, we closed the partnership with the electronic money institution, and the apps are ready in about 1 to 2 weeks to be launched to the beta users. In the next quarter, we will introduce the first earned product. In the next one, we'll introduce the second earned product, and in the last quarter of this year, we'll introduce the third earned product, which the user can access. For 2023, our vision is to have a launch pad, because we have a lot of experience in this area, so projects can, in a compliant manner, create their own tokens and launch it on our platform. And we will also have a thematic crypto funds. And what is this? This is like an ETF, let's call it. Imagine that you want to invest on the metaverse and you don't know anything about the metaverse. You don't know which cryptocurrency is linked with the metaverse. No worries. We have a bag of the most important metaverse crypto, and you just click on this bag and you are investing on the metaverse. The same happens for DeFi products or for blue chip crypto. So everything in the sense of simplifying the user life. And this is it for the presentation of the project.